All right, guys. Got a budget build coming up for you guys. Gonna show you a little review of the parts and everything like that. The idea is to build kind of a comp style rig for under $150. I believe it can be done. And that's including the price of the vehicle with one of these jjrc. I'll tell you in a minute why I chose this specific one. But I believe that you can build something extremely capable for under $150 out of one of these things. So I'm going to start off by telling you why I chose this one. I chose this one for two reasons. One, because of Lexan body, and really lightweight, and I plan on cutting this down to a cab only. We'll see what happens, but that's most likely my plan. Another reason I chose this one is the laydown servo. Already comes with a laydown servo, so that's a plus, and that'll work nicely with an LCG chassis, so which I have here, and I picked this up for $17.98 off a, what was it, Heli something or other. As well as the wheels and tires. I got this on sale on Black Friday sale. It was a few dollars off, so $17.98 for that. And I also got these Injora wheels and tires for $35.99 package deal. That's a normal price. There wasn't anything off on that, no discount. So I've never used one of these before, but I've seen a few people online had pretty good luck with them. I did this for the budget. Budget reasons is the reason I got this. It's a 7 kg 9i mod, I believe is how you say that. I am not entirely sure. It's got a little aluminum servo horn there. So I paid $12.35 for that. $4.91 off Aliexpress, some outer heavy knuckles, brass knuckles. $4.13 brass inner knuckles. $3.44. 26 12 tooth, and also $3.44. 24 and 12 tooth differential gears. I believe these were Axspeed off Aliexpress. $7.60. This was off Aliexpress. I can't remember who they came from, but some low range gears. A Traxxas rebuild kit was $6 for the shocks, because if you haven't seen my other video already, you can take these shocks, even though they are just friction shocks, you can put the O-rings and seal and whatnot in here and turn them into an oil shock. So I'm doing that for the sake of the budget. I'll get back to you guys when I got this all together. Guys, so the intro I recorded quite a while ago. Obviously when you start a budget build, things tend to change a little. So I put everything together, and I wasn't 100% happy with it. It needed more length, and so I wasn't happy with it. And the servo, let's touch on the servo for a moment. I don't know, some other people might have better luck with that 9i mod servo. I did not. I actually stripped the gears in it before I even drove it. Yeah, that's a long story. Don't let me get into that. So anyways, yeah, the budget went from 150, closer to 200. But I am really happy with the way this thing turned out now. For less than $200, this is a very, very capable vehicle. Really, really impressed with it. Well, before we get into everything that's inside this, let's get it out on the rocks and I'll show you what it's capable of, and then we'll get back in here and take the top off and show you what's inside and give you the parts list and everything else like that. Let's get it out on the rocks and see you right back here. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's a really capable rig. Like I said before, I'm really impressed with it for being less than $200. It actually outperforms, I want to say, all of my micros except for maybe one. One might be pretty tight, but I think it does outperform it too because it is a hard body. It's set up really well and has a lot more money into it. But I actually think this one might outperform that one a little, and that would be this guy up here. I don't know, I'll have to go out and do some side-by-side comparisons. Let me know in the comments if that's something you guys would want to see. Anyways, so I'm going to give you guys a handwritten list of the parts. So if you guys want to pause that and check it out or whatever, you guys can do so. I'll also put a link in the description to all the parts. Kept this just under $200. Of course, you would have to be able to build your own links to do something like this, which isn't real difficult. I think I want to get a video out for that sometime. I know there's a couple more out there, although I do them a little bit different. Anyways, let's dig into this thing. Some hard magnets there, magnets in here. This is the stock body cut down, and it's kind of a mess under here, but we got the Injora MB100 here with the aluminum top taken off of it. I was going to completely decase the whole ESC, but it's kind of glued in there, so I know people have done it, but I think it'd kind of be difficult and maybe not really so worth it. My little Fly Sky receiver for my controller, also the receiver and transmitter or controller or whatever. I'm not including that in the price because a lot of you guys have those things laying around. Also not including the price of the battery. I guess I did forget one thing in my parts list. So that's like $12. So I guess that does put me a little over $200. I guess I missed that. So I ordered this battery on axle mount from DBRC on Etsy. It was $12, and it's made for the Injora diamond axles. And so what I'd done is ground the link mounts off the top of it, and there's two screw holes, or there's one here, one underneath the Velcro here, and one underneath the servo. And so I ground the top of the axle down flat, got it where I needed it, because the link mounts are integrated into the servo mount, and so I got it where it needed to be, drilled two holes, screwed it down to the axle, screwed it and glued it down to the axle. So the links, as you can see, I don't know, we'll try to get it to where you can see in there. Made the upper links a little longer to get the pinion angle pitched up for that, to get that clearance underneath there. Let's see, what else can I talk about on here? We'll get in here and take these off so I can show you what I got going on with the counterweights behind here. So these are Injora knuckles with counterweights that came out not that long ago. Well, what I did is we put the knuckles on here, put just the lower counterweights on here, and used the upper from here to here. Well, I had notched it out down here, drilled a hole, and put that screw in to hold them there, and then glued it down to make sure that they don't turn around or whatever. So that gets us our weight down low. After pitching the axle backwards, it's kind of forward, but that's all right. It's still majority of the weight's below the axle. This vehicle is very light, the lightest out of any of my builds, and it seems to be the route to go. I don't have a 4-corner scale, so I don't know exactly what the weights are or the recipe for all this is, but It's definitely front heavy. I mean, being with the battery on axle and the weights and everything. But as you can see, it's very well, it's a good performer, is what I'm trying to say. Hope this helps you guys out with your builds, and this, like I said, doesn't always have to be expensive to get performance. If you liked what you've seen here, make sure you like and subscribe. That'd be great. Helps the channel out a lot. And hopefully I can get you guys some more content.